It's on tonight. Oh man. We about to bring it. About to bring it. What? Mr. D&D on the keys. Oh. 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 What? 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 Unbelievable. Oh, that's that hotel. 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 Man, it's time for us to break open this African openings to the tree of life, burning up the streams in the way that only Gye-Nyame could do it. Oh, did I say that? Yes, I did. In the way that only Gye-Nyame could do it, setting the world on fire. Man, what? Come on. What? Oh, man. Come on. About to rhyme. Here we go. About to flow. Here we go. Turn it up a little bit. Here come the verse. Here it come. Oh, man, what happened to the music? Oh, man. Oh, man, family, listen. Y'all just always need to know that all the time, it's real life here at Gye-Nyame Journey. Real life. It get flipped upside down. It goes crazy. It goes down. So I'm like ready to start my show. Just got off a conference call. Doing a little bit of streaming. Right? So I say, okay. I'm going to go over here. And I'm going to finish my sandwich. Right? Got a sandwich. Was sitting there for a couple of hours. Minding its business. You know what I'm saying? Go over there to eat. My whole damn sandwich gone. I got left a corner. 16-inch sandwich. Now everybody had their own sandwich in the house. But for some reason, Daddy's sandwich looks better. I want my daddy's sandwich. And I still, up to this point in time, have not figured out who ate my sandwich. Nobody stepped up. Everybody got quiet. You know? And I'm sitting up here like, heavens to Murgatroyd. What is going on? Why would somebody torture me like that? So I had to get out, go get me something to eat. Speaking of that, Gina, come here. Yeah, she was the one. You heard it in her voice, right? You got to know your kids when they lying by omission as well as commission, right? We got to learn. You got to learn people around you. Take that to your mama, please. So, we are here tonight. We're live on Gye-Nyame Journey. I want to thank all of those that's been supporting. Y'all been checking out DigiTV. I greatly appreciate it. Quarantine TV. Had people come in on the chat, so I'm gonna have to start finding more breaks so that I can go and get out and do some streaming live during my breaks, so I can make sure that I'm engaging the audience, because we not only want you to, you know what I'm saying, if you ain't got nothing to do, you can watch the old movies, but we also want the commentary. You know what I'm saying? The historical context. How did these stories affect you if you was old enough to be able to watch some old time stuff? Right? Did GTV. Right? I know some of y'all gonna be like D Guy TV, but we say G. Okay? So y'all got Gye-Nyame in the middle of digital and TV. We bring it to you live every day. Every day we striving to do it, and we're gonna bring some later on tonight. That's right. That's right. And it's gonna be some, it's gonna be some content. I just want to make sure that we getting the word out. And we're making it happen. You know what I'm saying? And we're providing a value to the community. So we got some news to go over, but of course, tonight is Tribal Quotes. So family, first off, I want to take the time to welcome you into the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority.
The place where your hustle builds muscle.
As Gina said, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame. Of course, this is a Heart of a Simba production, and we are on Tribal Quotes once again. Thank you, Simba. Well, we strive to blow up your old paradigms. That's right, try to blow them up. Blow them to smithereens. Knock the stuffing out of them, because we got a whole lot of old perceptions that are just, we got an old paradigms that are holding us hostage. And hopefully by us coming together on Kuji Chagalia and Ujamaa. Today is Ujamaa. For those that don't speak the language, get down with Gye-Nyame Journey. As a matter of fact, you go and check out our e-course. Let me throw that out there. I'm going to throw up the e-course so that those that are interested in seeing some of the ideas that are at the foundation of Gye-Nyame Journey, I want to make sure that you are able to go on and get that information. Let's go and put that up. I got to shorten these because now I'm learning and I'm figuring out things, and it's just, this technology is incredible. I mean, the stuff that we could do. Now this morning, I was trying to highlight to y'all the importance of media, right? Shaping and forming ideas in the minds of those that are listening. And we went through a story. We played a video this morning where we had a crew, CNN, going to investigate how Russia is using Ghanaians in Accra to, in a sense, turn us against America. To turn us against America by posting up shit that is happening in America. Family, for black folks in America to feel the way we do, we don't need no goddamn help. We really don't. You know what I'm saying? What I was seeing individuals that was posting up events and putting comments of events that was happening in America that other people already in America was already doing. That's it. That's it. Now y'all can say the Russians are trying to influence the relationship, the election and the relationship within America by turning us against each other. No, what's turning us against each other is the fuckery. What's turning us against each other is the hypocrisy. What's turning us against each other is the injustice. What's turning us against each other is the racial wealth gap. We don't need no help with that. We already know that's live and kicking. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna pull up a little bit. Pull up out there, pull up. Pulling up. I'm gonna pull up. We're gonna get down to the brass tacks and get into the African openers to the Tree of Life. And yes, family, you heard me correct. Somebody is selling the book for $150 on Amazon. $150. So what Brother Hatim is going to do is I am going to try to get some of these books. I'm going to try to get some of these so that I can distribute them to some of the family that are desiring them. Or better yet, I might go on and talk to Nation Builder Illumila and see if he could get some in for the family so that we can go on and make sure that those that want to join us on this journey, because this is going to be a while. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because like I said, going through the handbook, going through the Gye-Nyame Journey handbook, tribal quotes, the workbook, right? Going through the workbook took us about 2 years, right? If we do a page, it's 90 of them, a page, once a week. I mean, damn, might have took longer than that. Because, once again, the dates that I'm seeing in here, the last time we was on these Proverbs I'm going to read right now was 6/18/16. So it's like a 4-year process. The whole cycle. It's a cycle. You know what I'm saying? You can't just jump in and jump out. You know what I'm saying? This is a long-term This is a long-term class. This is a long-term class. And you know, I'm kind of upset because the one being in the room that I paid to do their job, Mr. Bell, you got up. Okay. Because you was about, you know what I'm saying? Because I seen a little bell at the thrift store that told me it was looking for a job. You need to get up and get busy. Class is in session. When you hear the word class, like that, yeah. I mean, but you shouldn't have rang right there. When you hear the word class, you need to be up on your jizzab. You understand? Plan. All right, so we have 3 proverbs that we're going to try to get through tonight and do some discussion. And then after that, we're going to have DigiTV, late night DigiTV, right? And let y'all check it out. We're going to throw up some old Gye-Nyame Journey stuff. And then tomorrow we will do our regular scheduled daily toast. Of course, it's going to be late. It's going to be Good Friday. I'm still thinking about some controversial title to cause some problems. So I'm thinking we probably be on about 10, somewhere around there. Early enough to still be in the morning, late enough so that I can send out this mass text. This weekend, the family, we're going to meet. We're going to talk a little bit about this DigiFest that we got coming up. And then also, I'll be able to let you know whether or not we're going to keep the black signal working in the way that we have it working. The problem I'm having is that the expense of sending out the text messages is not matching the return, the ROI, as they say in the digital world, return on investment. I'm investing the money in the text and I'm not getting the response that I need, and the people that really check into the show already check into the show. It's on, you know what I'm saying? So now I have some major decisions that I have to make personally, so that I can make sure that, one, I keep my family afloat, as well as keep the tribe afloat, and keep the extended tribe informed. You know what I'm saying? That's my goal. That's my primary goal. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep my family up, and I gotta keep my extended tribe rolling. Damn, somebody called in and I missed it. I apologize. Call back in. That must have been, I know who that was. I got a good idea who that was. If you're listening, I'm opening up the lines now so that you could join. I'm opening the lines now so that you could join. Sometimes people be calling me while I'm on the show, and it's very hard for me to respond while I'm on the show. So I'm gonna try to contact the person that was on, let them know that we back up. Let them know that we back up. So, for those that want to know what we gonna do with the black signal, I am seriously considering right now moving to a function called Discord. It's something that's used by gamers, and we're thinking about getting on and really boosting up the server so that we could do a lot of stuff as far as communicating with the family. But we have a caller. We want to see what's going on. We want to see what's going on in the world. We have a caller. Go ahead, caller. Oh man, you always welcome. You always welcome. You got any news or anything that you want to tell the family before we get into these before we get into these proverbs? Okay. All right. So we've been joined by the brother known as Quasi Low, representing that Quasi Day, or that is, I'm correct, that Imani Day. You know what I'm saying? So when we open up the server, maybe he'll be joining some of y'all on that Imani Day in the Imani Day room, where y'all gonna be able to get together and have y'all conversation. All right. So Proverbs for the day on this day of 4/9/20. Has anybody received a stimulus check yet? They're already talking about stimulus check 2. They're already talking about stimulus check 2, family. Stimulus check 2. And we ain't even made it through 1. Right? All right, but hey, you got to recognize pimp talk when you hear pimp talk. You know, the pimp is always talking about the new money coming, but he never wanted to discuss the old money that was already supposed to be there. Pimp talk. Pimp talk. You know what I'm saying? So, let me go and open up this thing real quick and we'll get into our conversation. My streaming software has closed on me. It's like, Brother Hatil, you and these monologues are too damn long. Too damn long. Say I typed in the wrong code. Impossible. Impossibilities. Let's see. I can't wait to start teaching the young people how to use this stuff, family. Y'all gonna be really surprised when young people really, because once we get that young blood involved with the media concept, it's gonna be ridiculous. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm talking about productions. Some of them gonna be doing some real production. Some of them gonna be surprised y'all like one of them did with the commercials and stuff. But let's get into these proverbs. Proverb number 1. One person's eyes may be made of another person's mouth, say the knowledge holders. One person's eyes may be made of another person's mouth, say the knowledge holders. Good one. Immortality is the inheritance of the partakers of great wisdom, say the knowledge holders. Immortality is the inheritance of the partakers of great wisdom, say the knowledge holders. Thank you, Anime. I was trying to give you a hint. I want to go off on you, right? Immortality is the inheritance of the partakers of great wisdom, say the knowledge holders. And for those that do have a book, we on page 9. We are at the bottom of page 9 and at the top of page 10. Great seeing And good speaking caused the raising of the dead and the reassembling of the dismembered, and moved them toward the first source, said the knowledge holder, which leads to heaven in the soul and brings rebirth. So, just in those 3 proverbs, family, they described learning from others or being controlled by others. They gave you the secret to immortality, and they also gave you the secret to raising the dead. I'm knocked aback. You know what I'm saying? Because I am just trying to I'm sitting up here, my mind is just spinning. So what I'm going to do is turn it over to Quasi real quick and let him decide on which one we're going to hit first. Next, no, brother. All right, he said he want him over again. I want him over again too. All right, cool. So, number one person's eyes may be made of another person's mouth, say the knowledge holders. Again, one person's eyes may be made of another person's mouth, say the knowledge holders. That's number 1. Number 3, great seeing and good speaking cause the raising of the dead and the reassembling of the dismembered, and move them toward the first source, said the knowledge holders, which leads to heaven in the soul and brings rebirth. Damn. And the last one, immortality is the inheritance. Well, this is the second one, actually. Immortality is the inheritance of the partakers of great wisdom, said the knowledge holders. So you say you want to start with number 2? You ain't got to. Don't feel pressured now. All right. What do we mean when we talk about immortal? Now, you answer the question or you want to answer the question? Because that's a good question. What is meant by immortality? It says immortality is the inheritance. Because not only do we need to talk about immortality, but we also got to talk about inheritance. Immortality is the inheritance of the partakers of great wisdom. What's great wisdom? Like he said, there's all this mystery here. And for each of us, it's going to say something different because all of us are in different places in our lives. As I tell you, our ancestors' wisdom is layered. A child will hear this, and they will get a child's understanding. Somebody in their 20s is going to get their understanding. So it's layered. So family is not about being wrong. It's about sharing your insights because you never know what you might see, how what you might see may affect others. So feel free to type in what you think or call in. The lines are open. Let me go and make sure I put this up so that everybody, because we need more people in this conversation. Because it'll be a shame for just me and Quasi to walk away with the gifts of our ancestors. You understand what I'm saying? Just relax. It'll come back. It'll come back. So first, immortality. Now, we see a lot of movies with the concept of immortality where it's about an individual being able to live forever. Forever. Never dying. Right? But the trick of immortality for many of us, because we're caught up in a sense, a West Asian mind state, right, is that we think that immortality is just about the physical existence. It's not immortality if it's not in the physical. If I can't be Hatim forever, it's not immortality. But even in their concept of immortality, when they deal with this, they deal with it in a way that lines up with how we're talking about it. Like, for example, if you read, I'm into comic books. A lot of comic books and TV comics and shit like that. There is a guy in DC called Savage. His last name is Savage. I can't remember his first name. But anyway, he is immortal. But in history, he is recorded by different names. It's the same thing in Marvel with Apocalypse. He's known throughout history by different names. And as a matter of fact, in Marvel, they go one step farther where Apocalypse has become a concept rather than a person. Immortality is about you and about us becoming concepts, becoming bigger than the package that we were born in. Many of us, we want to shrink down and just stay in this package, not realizing that immortality means that eventually we got to grow up out of this package. Because it's the package that is stopping you from immortality. Being consistent. You said being consistent. Being because like you said, key to greatness. Nature is regular if nothing else. Nature forms cycles that it repeats over and over again. It's very few places you find hecticness, and even if you step back away from the hecticness and the confusion, you will see some form of some pattern that's there, right? And what we have to do when we start talking about immortality, we got to move away from the idea of being trapped in these packages. The body is for lack of a better term, it's a package. It's an important package, no doubt. Especially for this phase of your existence. It's an important package. But you cannot allow the package to limit the growth of the being within. Or not even just the being. We have to grow beyond. Immortality is about us growing beyond this. And we come from a people that have practices of immortality. This is why we get up in the morning and we do the toast. We practice immortality. You become the concept, like Apocalypse. Apocalypse stopped being Seminole or whatever his name was in the past, and he became a concept. Apocalypse. I am the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm beyond just me. I'm representing something bigger than me. See, and this is where, as you was talking about the greatness, this is where great men and women in history get plugged in, because they become bigger than just a package. Martin Luther King became bigger than the body of Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King became a concept, became an idea that other people could grasp and try to emulate. Malcolm X became bigger. Elijah Muhammad became bigger. Frederick Douglass became bigger than the package that they came in. They outgrew it. So even if you got rid of the package, that energy is still floating around. It's immortal. You know what I'm saying? And for those that's looking for immortality in the body, what they are doing, they are actually robbing their souls. You're draining your souls. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, when we talk about immortality, we have to be very clear what we're talking about. When our ancestors say immortality is the inheritance of the partakers of great wisdom, I want y'all to just sit back and listen to that shit. When you partake of great wisdom, you become a child of something greater than yourself. You become a child of an idea that's bigger than you. And in becoming that child, you are able to receive that inheritance. Uh-oh. We may have just dropped the signal. It just shut down on me. So I don't know if I'm still up out there. Y'all let me know. All the numbers dropped too. All the numbers dropped too. I'm gonna have to. What? What's going on? Oh, we here. I don't know if the people still here. I need to check my video real quick, because my whole computer just crashed, dog. I mean, what's crazy is that this is a Chromebook. Chromebooks don't do that. So the computer Chromebooks don't crash. No, hell no. Something like that. I mean, yeah, Chromebooks are pretty stable. I mean, it's not a computer, so you don't have the same issues that you would have with a computer. But I'm running my stream through a computer. So I need to go in. I need to get on my phone. Hold on. Damn. And we had an audience too, dog. You know, but that's what happens when you start talking that real talk. Yeah, my whole server shut off. Wow. I mean, that's the conversation. We overheated it. Or maybe I'm running it too much. Restart server. I had to restart the server. Back to login page. Don't be yawning, man. We just starting. Don't be yawning. Sitting up here like, damn, I might need to go on and contact Synapse this late at night. I'm sitting up here like, damn. My whole screen just went blur. Alright, so let me start streaming again. So the B-Reg, everything dropped. And that's not supposed to happen. But anyway, let me go and type in this code. We should be up in a second. Man, I ain't fucking with no Mac. Oh, they want my password. Hold on. Well, I mean, whatever works best. I don't use. Right. But you're right when it comes to this computer shit. You're right. So let me see if the stream dropped on my end too. No, I'm still streaming from my end, but it ain't picked it up yet. Say we live. So now I'm streaming through. Let's see what happens. I think I'm burning out the server, family. I'm just like, yo, we doing it. You know what I'm saying? We doing it. And I'm going to run this motherfucker a whole lot more. Tonight I'm going to run it for about 6 hours right after I get off the show. And it still ain't popping. We on now. We live now. So, I apologize, family. Something happened. Something that shouldn't have happened. I'm going to take note of that. And get the other part of the crew working on that. You know what I'm saying? Like Quasi was saying, we run a lot of shit, man. I'm running a whole lot of shit. And I guess we just overwhelmed the server, confused it or whatever. But I'll give y'all some time to get back on. But we was talking about, before we dropped, we was talking about the true role or the true idea behind immortality. And the actual fact that you become bigger than the body. But not, and I want to be clear, because a lot of times we go to the extreme. We move beyond the body and we become these universal people, and and we move away from serving our foe and start serving the world. And it's like, no, that's not immortality for us. That's fuckery. I'm just being honest. I'm gonna say it like it is. You know what I'm saying? Because when people start getting universal, you know what I'm saying, especially in the world the way the world is designed, you know what I'm saying? It's rare that a chimpanzee will fall out of a tree and a lion help his ass back up in the tree. The lion is not being cruel. The lion is just being a goddamn lion. And if the lion is slipping, that chimpanzee gonna get that right hook in and take that motherfucker's jaw off. It's not that the chimpanzee is being cruel. It's just the chimpanzee is just living. That's life, right? So a lion is gonna take care of a lion. A chimpanzee is gonna try to take care of a chimpanzee the best way that they can. Now, I'm saying that to say this. We were born into groups, and we have to make sure we take care of the groups, because within those groups is our immortality. That's what some of these super spiritual people be losing sight of when they be talking about love. All that shit starts from the inside and works its way outside. You can fake love motherfuckers all you want. Because if you're not loving your group, you're not showing love. If you're not first loving at home, you're not truly showing love. And you're not moving towards immortality. You're moving towards saptum, but you're not moving towards immortality. Somebody else just called in, huh? Sapness. Being a sap, as they used to say back in the old days. Somebody else just called in. Yeah, you young, you know. Being a sap. You look it up. SAPP or SAP, one or the other. Being like the sap that come out of a tree. Sticky and slow. Oh yeah. Right. It's alarming and it's by social design. We have to be, somebody needs to turn the recording down. We have to be separated from each other. That's how you defeat anything. If you can, well, I disagree with that. I disagree with that. Oh my God. Okay, welcome Gina G. But you too close. That's you echoing in here. You got to move. You got to go somewhere else or hang up, please. Gina wanted to join the conversation. She more than welcome, but I need her to move somewhere else. Oh, she got her phone and everything. But anyway, somebody else called in. Okay, we got we got a full roster tonight. Hallelujah. But going back to it, it's by social design because anybody know that the best way to beat anything, whether you playing basketball, football, or war, or politics, is to disintegrate it from inward. If you could destroy it from inside first, you can destroy it. And what a lot of us don't understand that was key with our immortality is the tribe, is the community, is who we are as a group, is the struggles that combine us. And when we start losing sight of that, we start losing touch with that great wisdom. See, and what you hitting on right now is what Gye-Nyame is majorly about. Think about it. We formed our own myths. We got myths. We start creating myths. Stop relying on old myths. We started creating new myths. Right? New orientations and stuff like that because what we have was not combating what was out here in a way that when I started that I felt was necessary. We have to really start reconstructing because many of us are in families that are disintegrating, and it's disintegrating because a lot of our people are sick. They are outside themselves. They are not partaking of great wisdom. They are looking for other people's wisdom. They're not looking for their own wisdom. They're not looking for that or doing that wisdom mining like we're doing right now. And we're going back and we're looking at Erskine Peters, and we're looking at Erskine Peters' book where he went through all these other documents and did all this personal research to pull up these proverbs, this crystallized wisdom that will plug us back into our culture and start helping shape the way that we think. So many of us are running into issues where we want the family connection, but we can't get it because our families don't understand that it's about the family. But many of us have been trained to put the money first, to put the economics first, to put the property first. So we had to come up with a system that says, look, it's about the people first. Yeah, we need money, but yeah, it's about the people first. How can I bring value to the group in which I belong? This is where the saying comes from. What we say in Gye-Nyame, we say, blood is thicker than water, but spirit is thicker than blood. I have closer relationships with men and some women in our tribe than I have with some people that I grew up with. Not that the love ain't there for the people that I grew up with, but I had to establish a tribe and establish a family right here where I'm at, in this time, in this place, because I understand that if I allow the separation between me and the family or whatever is coming in between us, if I start allowing that to happen, what I do is I leave myself defenseless. Now, what do I mean by that? When we pour in libations, or when we doing our toast, we toast the ancestors, which represent the past. We toast our children, which represent the future. And then also, we toast the present. And we spend a little extra time in the present because it's important that people realize that it's the present and what we do with this moment that determines whether or not we will exist. What do you mean, Brother Hatim? Because if we throw our moments away now, what we are doing is we're throwing our inheritance, we're throwing our children's inheritance to the wind. Because the one thing that we can always give our children is time and space. I might not be able to give you no money, but I could make time and space for you. Time and space. And I ain't just talking about you spending time. I'm talking about you having a place in the world where you could bring these children into and giving them the time to exist. Not realizing that this is what other people are going for. They're going for our time and they're going for our space. Why? Because we're in their way. Because they want the time and space that we have. And if we lose it in a moment, not only do we give away what our children had, but we submit ourselves and our ancestors to what is called hell. And that's being totally forgotten. Not only because we won't have any progeny to remember us. And then on top of that, we won't have anybody in the moment to raise us up. So we totally will disappear. But it's cool. Now, if the generations forget you, eventually you're going to be forgotten. But this is where the system that our ancestors have, in a sense, plugged us into worked for us. Because we don't call it reincarnation, but we have a concept of reincarnation in our culture. This is why the moment is important, because if you don't handle your business in the moment and you waste your life, you are coming back through the same bloodline, homie, and you're going to have to deal with the mess that you left. So you might come back in 5 generations, right back through the same bloodline. Have you left? Are you doing the work now to leave your bloodline better than it was? Or have you established a new bloodline that your children will always be able to plug into and get a connection with you and have a space open for you when you come back? At least that's my thoughts. All this is rambles by a crazy old man. That's it. But we got other people on the line. Let me stop running my mouth. What's going on? Let me read the proverb. The proverb we are discussing is, immortality is the inheritance of the partakers of great wisdom, say the knowledge holders. This is from the African Openness to the Tree of Life. For those that had a book, you're very fortunate because the book now is at $150. And I know I gave some people in Gye-Nyame this book, and I want my damn book back. Because I'm putting it on Amazon and eBay for $150. $150. This $10 book, when I was telling people we need to start reading it, it was like $9.95. Then it went up to $18. Now on Amazon, they're pushing it off at $150. I'm calling the publisher tomorrow. So we talked about inheritance, partakers of great wisdom. Partakers of great wisdom. What is a partaker of great wisdom? They say immortality is the inheritance of the partakers of great wisdom. Wisdom makes it possible for you to be able to live life, not just survive in life, to be able to live. It's real life here, Gye-Nyame. Turn that down. It's real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. I'm sorry. So nobody got nothing else to talk about on that one? So if you want to live forever, you know what I'm saying? Live for a bigger concept. Find big ideas. Become them. Become them. Immortality is not about living forever in this same physical form. As a matter of fact, the Greeks have a great myth about, I can't remember the character's name, but the character asked for immortality. And the Greek gods, he did something fucked up to him, and he outsmarted him. So they wanted to teach him a lesson, or her a lesson. It might have been both. It might have been androgyny or something like that. He was androgynous or something. He fooled the gods. He or she fooled the gods. And they granted him immortality. But they did not stop the aging process. So this guy or gal was living immortally in a body that never stopped aging. Immortality is too big for our human bodies. And thank goodness, because that gives us the possibility of making room for the next generation. And it also allows us to participate in the cycle, in our Afrocentric cycle of life. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. 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 And the question is, what you doing with your life? Are you partaking within great wisdom? And are you ready to receive your inheritance? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? It's the question of the day. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? The elder walked in and said, I just finished my Metu Nature class. Partakers of great wisdom. The wisdom that's just in the words of individuals that study life. They were life scientists. They were studying cycles. Cycles. Right? I mean, right now, because like, for example, if we just look at human existence right now, man, we're going through a major human cycle. Throughout the ages, humans have had to deal with diseases that they did not understand. This is not new. What we're going through right now. It's new for us in this lifetime, but this shit is not new. This shit happens on a cycle. But sometimes we forget the cycle and we start thinking that it's about us and we become bigger than nature, and then nature got to slap our ass back down and let you know, listen, I got some shit that you don't even know about. Right? Becoming a partaker of wisdom. Wisdom watches cycles. Wisdom is able to predict because wisdom watches. Wisdom understands because it has been studying something for a long period of time. As a matter of fact, is wisdom because it knows what to study. Right? We got people trying to hold on to life for 100, 150, 200 years. I'm like, yo, more power to you. I'm moving out the way so I can make room for my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren.
And your great-great-grandchildren.
Thank you, Sasha, and my great-great-grandchildren. Because I might be one of those coming back.
What? What? The climbing game? Me too. Did somebody who just win against you? No, I won. Me too. I keep on winning. Me too.
After living a good life.
It's like they're not even trying, but they are.
I mean, I'm with my fault in the midst of living a good life. You know what I'm saying? Because when you talk to some elders, it's like they're not scared. They're relaxed. And you know what I'm saying? It's not that they say, hey, come on, take me. But it's like, yo, it's my time. Chill out. Don't worry about it. Right. Why fight the inevitable? Why not go on and embrace it and get the lesson out of it so that you could pass on that information to others? We so busy fighting stuff that we don't need to be fighting. But anyway, I don't know what happened to Quasi. Quasi fell off. I think he might have fell asleep on me. I started running my mouth. Y'all know you got to do like Brother D just did, just jump in and just knock me off the mic, because I'm holding on to it. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. All right. Also, letting y'all know, Elder Alona reminded me. Also letting y'all know that on this Imani, learn the language, at 11:30, if I'm correct, we will be having per Ankh. Is it 11:30? We will be having on DigiTV. We will be having the per Ankh. So family, tune in. I'll be sending out the black signal for the last few times because I don't know. I got to talk to the rest of the family about when we're gonna get rid of the black signal and move to Discord. We just got to work out this whole boosting the Discord so that we be able to get these texts out and stuff like that for those that's interested. All right, but anyway. So Elder Alona, you there? Come on now. You get to pick between 1 and 3. Pick a number either 1 or 3. And that'll be the proverb we work on. That might be the last one tonight. Or you want to hear the proverb? You want to hear all the proverbs we working on today? She picks 3. Man, I need a drum roll or something. 3. Ooh, man. There we go. Great seeing and good speaking cause the raising of the dead and reassembling of the dismembered, and move them toward the first source, said the knowledge holders, which leads to heaven in the soul and brings rebirth. Man, this is warrior talk. This is warrior talk. Anime, where you at? Where? Anybody seen Anime?
He's in your computer.
Oh, okay. Good help is so hard to find. Trying to work with these spiritual animals is just, so the proverb is great seeing and good speaking cause the raising of the dead and the reassembling of the dismembered, and move them toward the first source, said the knowledge holders, which leads to heaven in the soul and brings rebirth. So in the first one, we talked about dealing with immortality, gaining immortality. In that small proverb, in that 2-sentence proverb, it talked about you gaining immortality. The one that Elder Alona has picked for us is ancient wisdom that talks to us about learning to raise the dead and reassemble the dismembered and aligning them with a power that will allow them to have heaven in their soul. Hell. You might have just picked a proverb that could solve all of our problems. The raising of the dead. Anybody want to go in on that one before I lose my mind? Because my mind is just speeding right now. No? Let me check the chat. Maybe somebody in the chat is like, oh God, here we go. Somebody stop him. I'm just wondering where Quasi went. Alright. Let's get it. Alright. Y'all gonna be quiet. I got it. Great seeing and good speaking. Man. Great seeing and good speaking. Great seeing and good speaking. Now, in many of our cultures, I can't say all, but you know, this whole concept of being a great communicator is stressed. Being able to bring the word and being able to help people see ideas or introduce people to ideas, or being able to teach through words, forming proper words. It's always been of the utmost importance. Being able to communicate those ideas, great seeing and good speaking, being able to be respectful in speech has always been very important for us. So great seeing, and it goes far beyond just being able to have 2 eyes and being able to see, because many of us are constantly perplexed by, let me speak for myself, by Brother Kwame's ability to see deeply into concepts. You know what I'm saying? And without actually doing what most of us see with our physical eyes, being able to, because he will ask you, like, describe the hat. And he's able to see it in his mind. Great seeing is more than just being able to have light hit our eyes and transmit the light patterns so that it could be reassembled within somewhere in our mind. You know what I'm saying? Great seeing is about being able to actually, without the physical light, being able to engage. Go ahead, say it again. Oh man. Mm. 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 Being interdimensional, multidimensional, being able to, and I think both of those, the great seeing and the great seeing, good and good speaking, go hand in hand. Because in order to be a great speaker, you do have to you have to see it in your mind to get the words across. You know what I'm saying? So it go hand in hand. They need each other. And these two things working together are able to, as they say here, cause the raising of the dead. I mean, just think about that. Cause the raising of the dead. I know some of y'all out there like, but like I said, Elijah Muhammad solved the mystery of the raising of the dead for us years ago, because that's what they call what they do, raising the dead black man. You know what I'm saying? Being able to bring you ignorance. When you look in our culture, ignorance is comparable to death. A being that is living in ignorance is dead. For all intents and purposes, is a useless being. In ignorance is dead. He, she, or it is dead. And I know some of y'all have experienced this, where you have had conversations with people and you have walked away like, that motherfucker is dead. They're animated, but there's no life there. There's no imagination or great seeing. The words are making sense. No good speaking. When we are able to combine the great seeing and great speaking, what we do is we are able to bring or to flash light into the dark. We are able to bring somebody from one state to another state, from ignorance to some form of knowing. Bring them to life. We have a bunch of zombies walking around us right now. A whole bunch. You know what I'm saying? This is why I said this morning, I'm to a point in my life where I'm done playing down to the lowest denominator. If an individual does not have the attention span, don't have the attention span, and I always got to downplay what we do because a group of individuals don't have the attention span. I got a choice between one with a good attention span and 10 that don't. I'm going with the one. Cause it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, it's almost like in many cases for me, I ain't got a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got a lot of time. I'm sorry, but go ahead. Mm. Mm. You just did it. You just did it with that metaphor. Say that metaphor again, or whatever. I don't know if it's metaphor is the proper term. You can count the way. Damn. Wow. And all those apples got seeds that can produce more trees. Wow. That's great seeing and great speaking. That's great seeing and good speaking, brother. You just brought somebody to life. Somebody out there, cause you that shit moved me. You know what I'm saying? You gave me another 5 minutes of life. Shit. This spark, like, damn, that was a good one. So great seeing and good speaking caused the raising of the dead and the reassembling of the dismembered. The reassembling. That's right. When the dismembered. Go ahead. Damn. The brother D dropping it. Y'all heard it? So it causes, so listen. Great seeing and good speaking caused the raising of the dead and the reassembling of the dismembered. And he said, remember, dismembered means taking apart and kind of spreading out. Remember means putting back together and putting things in their proper place. And move them forward towards the first source. Dang, said the knowledge holder. Which leads to heaven in the soul and brings rebirth. So when you do great speaking, and wait, is it great seeing? It's great seeing, good speaking. You raise the dead. You help the dismembered put themselves back together. And you point them towards the first source. What's the first source? Come on, family. We ain't going to answer that for you. What's your first source? You know, because if it's money, you're in the wrong place. But I'm just saying. All right? Because a lot of y'all, whether you want to admit it or not, for a lot of us, money is the first source. And if that is the first source, then that means that your God is man. But go ahead. Mm. Mm. Just dropping bombs tonight. Which leads to heaven in the soul and brings rebirth.
What up, Turbo? Gina, you want to sleep over at my house? Sure. Just in case. Yeah, we will sleep. Yeah.
Right.
Get the speaker. So you can listen to stuff too? Yeah, because I don't want to kiss you. I don't want to kiss you. So when it's time to go to sleep, when we want to, when you're asleep, you go over there. Because I'm not stuck there.
To the first source. Not the resource, but the first source. Plugging and aligning ourselves with the first source by learning great seeing and practicing good speaking. And in doing that, raising the dead and helping to reassemble the dismembered, those who have lost their way. Pointing them towards the first source, the original source, which provides them with heaven in the soul. Oh man, God, you know. To the tribe. Got to build. Right. There you go. There you go. Partakers of great, you sound like you a partaker of great wisdom, my friend. Shit. Right.
Got your charger. Gina, I got your charger. You said I need your charger, so I just got your charger. I was like, what?
Right. When you need it. That where you really establish who you are and what you are. I mean, well, actually, you get help establish it. You learn about who you are and what you are, and you are able to live that. But yo, we are at, it's like 10:37, and family, I'm about to shut it down so I get up here. And we could do some further talking tomorrow because it's Good Friday, so a lot of y'all ain't got nowhere to go anyway. And I am going to set up this Digi TV so that y'all can go on and hear this good talk all night long. Shouts out to Brother D for coming in here and cracking heads. Shouts out to Brother Quasi for also joining us. I don't know what happened. I hope everything is all right. We want to thank Elder Lona for being in the midst and blessing us by stepping into the circle, especially right after, because I know that learning that mental nature and having those discussions can also be kind of draining as well. I mean, because when you putting forth all that energy, that mind energy that shit is hard to replenish. But anyway, family, I want to thank you for joining us in the congregation of Mighty, being in the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle build muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. You better have said something, girl, because I slowed it down for you. Go ahead, bro. You was about to say something. I had to talk to Anime. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm gonna give you a second to go and do your final statement. I just want to make sure they understand that this is Tribal Coast and it's a Heart of a Simple production. Well, we strive to blow up your old paradigms. But like Brother D, the traveler, you have any final words for the fam? Shouts out to Zara Ben. Bonjour to you as well. Brother D, thank you for handling it. I mean, you was handling the text. You got here and you broke it down. Shouts out to Brother Kwame. He said the flail and the crook in response to one of our statements. The flail and the crook. So you know you got to call in tomorrow and talk about that. Break that down. We also want to give, he says, a good time to remember. Shouts out to Brother Kwame out there. Elder Alona, you got any closing words for us? Oh, shit. Oh, there she go. Okay, what about Imani Day? What's going on? So we will be streaming the conversation. Actually, the first one is not going to be a conversation. It's going to be more of, for lack of a better term, lecture. It's going to be a digi presentation, and then the conversation. Go ahead. That's what I'm talking about, family. But yo, we want to thank y'all for joining us on G&J Media. Something was missing when I said it, but anyway, family, I want to thank y'all. It's been a tiring day. I will tell y'all about it in the future because I had to leave the office. But anyway, we're going to put on late night digi TV, so you catch up on some of these old folk tales for grown folks, these old On Mile 3s, these old shows that we have been putting out for the last 10 years. Did somebody hang up or did somebody come on the line? Let me see. Tim, brother Tim, you gonna come? What's going on? You ain't just now tuning in, are you? Oh man, we just about to get off. Yeah, I mean you handling your business, so go on. You can listen to the replay. Everybody gonna listen to the replay. Like, share, subscribe, and also, family, check this out. If y'all would follow us on all platforms, especially Twitch. We have a goal that we're trying to get on Twitch, and I know a lot of y'all, I don't game. It's not just for gamers anymore. We're flipping the script. Twitch is one of the only places where you can stream 24 hours a day if you want to. And we are about to take advantage of that shit. So, family, please follow us on Twitch. And I know some of y'all like, well, how I get there? Go to gnjmedia.live. And when you want to like it, it's going to take you automatically to Twitch. At the bottom of the screen, it say Twitch. As a matter of fact, while y'all here with me, some of y'all that's watching, I'm going to show you how to do it. Boom. You go to gnjmedia.live. You got the live button up here. Right? You got all of the platforms that we on. You can follow us on all platforms. You got the tip jar. Right here you can click. Or you can just go right here. You got the merch store right here. Right here is the chats. And you can just open it or close it. And then, if you go to the bottom, after you wind it down, come on, there we go. After you wind it down, I'm going to check the points later. We ain't going to check the points right now. I don't know what I did with the points, by the way. It's on here somewhere. Uh-oh, they done took the points off, so I got to figure out how to get the points back up here. Because Kwame's whooping everybody's butt. But when you go down here and you click start watching, it'll take you to Twitch. And on Twitch, you go and you can go and get that, you know what I'm saying, get on there. And I know a lot of y'all got Prime. So when we get to a point, y'all will go on and adopt Gye-Nyame Journey as a show. And part of your Prime money will go to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. This shit is hot. It's crazy, right? It's like you got this Prime and you get a free membership. You get a free subscription every month through Prime. And that free membership goes to play the streamer. So we got 100 of our family with Amazon. And they get on there and they got Amazon Prime. And they get on Twitch. And they go on and register and make sure that they know that they are a Prime member. When you subscribe, you get one free subscription per month. We get 100 of our own people subscribing to Gye-Nyame Journey. You only have to put up money. You already paid the money. It's part of the Prime package. And a portion of that goes to Gye-Nyame Journey. Free and easy. Can't beat that. I'm sitting up here like, goddamn. I'm sitting up here trying to get 1,000 people on YouTube. Shit, we could support Gye-Nyame Journey and all the shit we doing with 200, which we got already. We got 943 on Facebook. With just 200 people, we could go on and match all the stuff that we doing on Facebook and YouTube combined as a group. But anyway, I'll lay the plan out for y'all later on. But this brother Hatem, I want to say peace, hair grease, love, joy, happiness. Damn, I didn't even take y'all. My fault. I feel so stupid. All right, so I got to be on here. Be on the lookout for okay. And Brother D is posting it up and everything. You doing the damn thing, bro. That's what I love. All right, let me go on and redo that for y'all real quick. So I have to extend my stay. All right, boom. Let's do that. Back. So if you look on the screen, right here is gnjmedia.live. It takes you over here. If you go over here to the corner, you got a little funny little box right here. If you click that, that'll bring out the chat. Come on. My computer moving slow. Look, it's circling everything. Come on. It's shy. But the chat is over here. Okay? You click it. It brings it out. There you go. You see it? Boom. That's the chat. And when you chat in here, this is chatting on Twitch, which is some of the stuff that we need, right? You click on this, you use some other information. English, pro settings, my donation history, log out. Got other stuff down there that you go look at for yourself, right? I mean, the whole site piece is nice. You got the merch window right here. And, of course, you just go down here and peruse some of the merch. Nice shirts. I didn't pick the models. They don't let me pick the models. But, hey, that's where we are right now. Just right now. It's only right now. It's temporary. It's not permanent. All right? Got the tip jar. You can have it in whatever language you want. Look at that. Oh, all these languages. You can have this in translated for you. Then also you keep track of your donation history. Be like, man, look, I've been donating for such and such amount of time. Shut up talking to me, brother Hatem. Alright. Then when you click here in the middle, start watching, it'll take you to the Twitch channel, and you can click Twitch and just sign up. You don't ever have to go to Twitch unless you come to check us out at G&J Media. Actually, you have to go past this screen. But we do need subscribers on Twitch. Alright, so that we can really do some of the stuff we're doing. And I keep on running to you know what? And what's crazy to me is that everybody that I ask, do they have Amazon Prime? They all say yeah. And, you know what I'm saying? And so that we're not using the full extent of something that we have, that we're paying for on an annual basis. Some of us on a monthly basis. You get Twitch Prime, which means that you have the ability to subscribe to a channel in Twitch. Not only that, but you go to all the Twitch, but you could go and that subscription that you get gives that channel a certain amount of money every month that you subscribe. So some people we can set up an arrangement where people are just giving. You know what I'm saying? You already doing it. You already paid the money. You're paying the money by supporting Amazon. You know what I'm saying? So hey, this brother Tim, I ain't gonna go in on that because I could say a lot of shit about that, but I ain't trying to get kicked. I ain't trying to get kicked off of Twitch. I'm just now getting back on, getting partially back on YouTube right now. So I'm going to hold my tongue. I'm going to go on and lay it down. But yo, this brother Tim, and I'm out for the 5th time. I'm out.
You deleted it? Yeah. Why? By your face. Wait, what about the 3D slime? I quit. Look at that. Yeah, I deleted it out. Why? Good.
All right, Spreaker, we out.